Human lifespan has increased by as much as 30 years in the past century. People living longer than 100 years are no longer exceptional. In the second half of the 20th century, the population of 100 years old increased by a whopping 50%. The reason why the number of people living longer is rapidly increasing is deeply related to the development of various fields related to health, such as disease prevention and treatment, education and well-being. Also, how you sleep, how you move, when you eat, etc. accumulates every day and become the secret to longevity. Today's Republic of Korea is a high-cost, long-lived society. It is unrealistic for future generations to unconditionally support the elderly and only deepen generational conflicts. In order for the country to develop, the elderly must also be able to become self-reliant and coexist. Centenarians have something in common: to work even if it is just a hobby. Communicate with your neighbors. Centenarians consistently did even the smallest tasks without overdoing it. Elderly people working and communicating are essential for individual and national development. As people get older, their internal and external experiences become richer, so these should be used as raw materials for economic development. The purpose of work should be service, not money or fame. If we only dwell on past glory, the conflict with the younger generation will only deepen. We must be able to actively work in fields that young people are reluctant to pursue and work under young people. If you want to live a long, healthy life, it may be helpful to follow a diet followed by people who have lived long lives, rather than following popular foods and eating habits. The secret to living a healthy and long life is to eat well, exercise moderately, and above all, live a life with your own purpose and fill the day with happiness. The recommended daily calorie intake is 2,000. But according to a research team at the University of Washington, heart health improves when limited to 1,400 to 2,000 calories. This means that heart function can be maintained as young as 15 years. What nutrients you fill your calories with is just as important as how much you eat. You should not fill your calories with non-nutritious foods such as soda or white bread. Research has shown that middle-aged people who run for more than 5 hours a week have improved physical and mental function and live longer. Running strengthens the immune system and extends lifespan. Even if you don't run, you can extend your lifespan just by walking for 30 minutes every day. Increasing daily activities, such as housework, is also the secret to longevity. Accordingly, strengthening the lower body reduces the chance of falling and getting injured, thus lowering the risks of early death. You need to train the overall muscles of your body, along with your lower body. After the age of 40, muscle loss occurs at the rate of 1% per year. As a result, the risk of heart disease, stroke, and osteoporosis increases. Along with aerobic exercise, you should do strength training at least twice a week. Just placing dumbbells in front of the TV and getting into the habit of lifting them from time to time can be very helpful. Loneliness is the enemy of old age. It is as dangerous as diabetes. It is important to have a good relationship with people. Helping and comforting someone, even if it is not necessarily a friend, is what makes us alive. Owning a dog is also good. If you feed and walk your dogs, you will be able to lead a regular life. Studies have also shown that people who own dogs have a lower blood pressure and cholesterol levels than those who do not own dogs. Above all, dogs, like friends, provide emotional comfort. National Geographic's Dan Bynum and his research team analyzed the secrets of longevity by tracking the world's oldest population for decades. He says the secret to longevity is a simple and healthy diet. This research team is investigate the eating habits and acting patterns of people living in the southern Italy and Okinawa, Japan. This region is home to more people living to 100 years or older than other regions. The key ingredient in the diet is soybeans. Soybeans are rich in various essential nutrients such as protein, dietary fiber, and complex amino acids. Food rich in dietary fiber serves as a food for intestinal microorganisms, improving intestinal health and promoting metabolism. Soybeans contain a lot of polyphenols, an antioxidant, which has a great effect on improving immunity. Soybeans are a food that builds a healthy immune system and functions to repair cells and prevent diseases such as cancer. Consuming 1 cup of beans a day increases life expectancy by 4 years. Beans are cheap and simple to cook, so anyone can easily add them to their diet. To live long, you need to eat a lot of fermented foods, such as cheese. In Italy, people eat a lot of cheese and yogurt. And in Japan, they eat a lot of fermented foods, like soy sauce and miso. Fermented foods help balance intestinal microorganisms, improve digestive function, and lower the risk of certain diseases such as diabetes and heart disease. 90% of the diet of people living in long lives is plant-based and meat intake is very low. Meat is a good source of protein, but excessive consumption of meat increases cholesterol levels and increases the risk of developing cardiovascular disease. You can get enough protein from plant ingredients, including beans. People who live long have a very diverse diet. For example, in Japan, a variety of foods are included in the diet, including mushroom, onions, beans, pickles, and fermented foods. Eating variety of foods is a way to obtain enough nutrients such as various vitamins and minerals needed by the body. The diet of the long-lived family is a varied diet consisting of a variety of vegetables and beans every day, plus various spices and herbs. People in regions where people live long eat long meals with family or acquaintances. In Mediterranean countries, people gather together to enjoy food and eat for 2 or 3 times longer than Americans. Eating together with other people relieves stress and leads to various positive effects, such as reducing inflammatory responses in the body.